Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're keeping well and relatively warm. As you can see, it's not still warm all here at the minute. But anyway, we had a question, stroke comment from a guy called Ralph Mensing on the Chelsea full-time thoughts video over the weekend. Really good comment and a really good question in there. If we stay up, should we keep hold of Moyes and go through another season like the current one? Remember the amount of contracts that are coming to an end. It's a fantastic comment and it's a fantastic question. Thank you very much for that, Ralph. I really do appreciate it. Guys, if you've got any other questions that you feel you may want to get a video out of, drop them in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on these things. But, okay, so let's go through the first part of that comment. Okay, should we keep David Moyes and risk another season like it is this season? Now, history is saying yes, we should do. 2 seasons ago, well, almost 2.5 seasons ago now, a lot of people were saying we don't want David Moyes in. I said he should never have been sacked in the first place, or released from his contract, I should say, in the first place. And as a result of it, the history says that yes, we should do. Two very good seasons. 2.5 seasons of making sure we're not getting relegated. This is the longest we've ever been in the Premier League since it started. And also, for that matter, he had blips at Everton. All managers have blips. They really do. And one of the things that David Sullivan needs to bear in mind is obviously looking at the future. Because, as I said in the video when the January transfer window closed, have David Sullivan and David Moyes, I should say, have they relegated West Ham United because of the lack of ideas in the January transfer window? Now, we had a great summer window. I've never said anything to the contrary about that. I think that, we got unlucky with the injury to Danny Ings. You could argue that this is David Gold's wish that we keep David Moyes on for as long as possible. And God rest his soul. Uncle Dave, from that point of view. Especially the lesser of two evils, that's for damn sure. But yeah, I do think we should keep him for another season. But at the same point, depending where we finish in the table, is it going to be 8th? Is it going to be 9th? Is it going to be 10th, 11th, 12th, etc. Given the outlay that we had, and we haven't heard any new cash injection from Kretinsky since the injection in 2011, November 11. November 11. 11. So what am I talking about? 11, November 21. Sorry, before you jump on the comments. Sometimes it does feel like it's been a decade over the last few months, the year and a half. It really does. But seriously, it's just, is the money that we're going to get in the summer for position in the table, TV broadcast, Europa League, FA Cup, etc., is it going to be enough to tempt a forward-thinking, next-level manager to leave their club to come to West Ham? Yes and no. Not to sound too much like Yes Minister, but yes and no. And one of the reasons why yes is because of the second part of Ralph's question about the amount of contracts that are coming to an end. For the players alone that are coming to the end of this season, that could be leaving on a free, may get some renewals in the summer, but could be leaving on a free. Fabianski, Ogbonna, Creswell, and where else are we? Soufal as well, for that matter, and Lanzini. They're all up. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that are all up for contract renewals or being released at the end of the season. Now, Fabianski, from my opinion, given the contract extension for a year that people were talking about at the start of this season, yet it doesn't seem to have come to fruition, and give Areola the number 1 spot. I said it at the end of last season, I said at the start of this season that needs to happen. It's not going to happen. So far. Ogbonna, yes, extend the contract. So we get another centre-back in. So Ogbonna can mix in well with Agued, giving the pointers of how we need to be playing, and so far it seems to be working. And also, for that matter, Zuma as well. So that matter, we've got 3 choiceful centre-backs, shall we say. And also, for that matter, let him. So we have 4 centre-backs So we can have the back three that David Moyes wants to have with no issue in any shape or form. But we definitely need to bring a new centre back in the summer transfer window. Aaron Creswell, an Allardyce signing. Let's not forget that he came in under Sam Allardyce, July 2014. Would it be harsh to release him a year before his 10-year and not have a testimonial with West Ham? 100% yes, it would be harsh. But this is football, and this is West Ham and David Sullivan. And also, for that matter, looking at the bigger picture, yes, we need another left back as soon as possible. Now, maybe give Aaron Cresswell an extension for a year. Not a problem. Again, get a left back in, a younger left back that he can teach and slowly ingratiate himself into the starting 11 on a regular basis. There is that option. Soufal. He's coming on a bounder. He really is this season. His crosses are getting better since he had that surgery in the summer, or towards the end of last season, if I remember correctly. His crosses he's this close to scoring in the Premier League. He really, really is. He's come close a couple of times, and we really, really need to see it. He's came very close to scoring against Derby. He came very close in scoring against Chelsea. It was a little bit unfortunate, took a little bit too long to do it. He had a very, very good chance against Everton as well. I think if he scores, that cements him as a decent player in the general public point of view. From my point of view, Soufal I've raved about him for a lot. He's a little bit of an unsung hero in certain guises. Yes, he's made a lot of mistakes this season and last. But he is learning. He's getting better. He is getting better. Give him a contract extension, as far as I'm concerned. Granted, he's 30, but you can give him a year, 18 months. See how we get on with that. And also for that issue, Lanzini, 2000. So we've had him since 2016. So that's 7 years on the clock now. Very good player. Very, very, very good player. Hinting at trying to get a new contract by the looks of that Instagram post that he put up the other week, or last week, I should say, about his, this week, I think it was, about his assists and his goals and all the rest of it. But I can see why the club are going to try and sell him at the same point. We've got Paquetá, we've got Fornals there, we've got Flynn Downs, who's more of a central defensive midfielder, which is how Fornals has been playing. We've got Ben Rama for a lack of better way of putting. We've got options there to get rid of him, which is a real shame. But also at the same point, guys, let's not forget the players that have contracts that are running out at the end of next season as well. For example, Ben Johnson, Pablo Fornals, and Antonio, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Antonio. This is what I'm talking about when we looking at the bigger picture, seeing what the plan A, B, C, and D is, and E for that matter, for looking at what's gonna happen in the summer transfer window. What is David Sullivan and Mark Noble and David Moyes all conversing about? What are they talking about? What are they planning? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it was interesting to hear today that up until today we were seeing articles that we were monitoring. We made an offer for the Brazilian striker or whoever it was, Pedro, and now today it's been confirmed that we were just monitoring. We never actually put anything to him to their club in any shape or form. So yeah, maybe it was one for the future for the summer transfer window. We'll have to wait and see. But at the same point, guys, as I say, it's just there's a lot of work that needs to be done here. A lot of work. And yeah, I don't know, guys. I want you to put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. But again, a fantastic question. And thank you very, very much to Ralph for the question. It was a brilliant, brilliant comment. Absolutely spot on idea to get work this involved. So guys, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. Very interesting to see. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. The preview for the Spurs game is going to be coming up soon. So keep an eye out for that. I'm literally putting the notes together tonight as we're talking about it, but I just thought I'd do a quick relatively impromptu video because I've been thinking about this question for the last few days since Ralph put it, and yeah, it is a mind twister. It really, really is. So guys, thank you very much for your time. If you haven't already done so, please do like, share and subscribe. There seems to be a few people that have been unsubscribing recently, which is a real shame, but If you have subscribed, then by all means, please do hit your notifications to all so you make sure you know when new content is going up. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And I hope to see you at the weekend for the watch along on Sunday. All the best now. Take care.